Gary, a convincing 70 points to 6 victory over Newcastle Thunder today. What are your overall assessment of the game?
Really pleased. I think a lot to be happy with the scoreline, but I think the performance as much as anything. We spoke about being professional and sticking to game plans and not doing things that we don't train to do and normally do. So I was really pleased with that level of professionalism and the fact that we stuck to task and scored some lovely tries again and convincing win. And their credit to Newcastle, they never give in. They find it tough again this year, but I've got a lot of respect for Chris Thornton, their coach, and you can see that they are trying to do the right things. But they never went away, they never gave in, and that's credit to them. But I think from our point of view, just the professionalism and the way that we stuck to task was really pleasing.
It's been pleasing as well to get back to winning ways after last time out against Midlands. It's all about keeping together with that top pack that make sure they don't get away from us in the league, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well listen, we were really disappointed after Midlands. We spoke about that for 2 weeks, and in training we talked about how we thought we let ourselves down against Midlands, and we did. We weren't at our best, and we lost the game to three really soft tries. 2 barge overs and a kick to the corner, and we're trying to get that out of our game defensively. It was really pleasing. There's a couple of sets that they had on our try line where they threw everything at us and we kept them out, apart from right at the death. But yes, it's something that we've got to be aware of, and going into Gowan, I don't want to be disrespectful to Chris and to Newcastle, but obviously going to North Wales next week and then to Keithley the week after that, we've got to be really good on defending our try line, because they've got some big bodies and they're hard to defend against. So whilst it was really pleasing, I thought the things that we talked about working on in preparation for North Wales was there today, and that's credit to the players, because it could have easily just gone away and done their own thing, but they didn't. As I said earlier, stuck to task, stuck to the game plan, and a thoroughly professional performance.
Talking about sticking to task, Dan Nixon tasked with scoring tries. He got 5 of them today. How pleased were you with his performance?
Superb. Our left edge is usually our biggest threat. Forbes usually gets all the credit, doesn't he? And Miles out there with Elsie. It's a terrific left edge. That it's probably the best in the league in my opinion. So it was nice to see Dan get some reward and for his hard work, and he has worked really hard at his game. And I was really pleased for him. And took some finishing. There were some really good finishes. And again, his trademark one when he goes full length, doesn't he? He did it at Dewsbury and he's done it again today. So delighted for Dan. He's worked hard at his game to get back into the team, and now he's in the team. He's cemented his place in there. So thoroughly delighted for Dan, and hopefully it continues.
And finally, were you disappointed with that try Newcastle got at the end? I know they kept pushing all game. Were you a bit disappointed with that?
Yeah, from a coaching perspective, it's always nice to have a 0 for against the opposition. But and I was a little bit disappointed. They chanced their arm a little bit. Donaghy's got a real good kicking game, and we'd highlighted that as a bit of a threat. And he put a kick in. I think if Forbes takes it rather than fumbles it, he goes full length and scores. But he didn't. He under a little bit of pressure, and they score in the corner. But for me, for Chris to take that away, at least they've come away with something and rewards for their efforts, and which is nice. But from a coaching point of view, it's always nice to get that 0. So a little bit disappointed, but I think we're nitpicking a little bit there. I've just got to be pleased with the overall performance as much as anything.